Happy birthday, Aries. So this is going to be your yearly birthday read. So thank you very much for being patient. I've managed to finally get some time to do this. So you guys are one of my favorite signs as well. You guys are amazing. You're so much fun. You're impulsive. You really don't care about any of the consequences. Always have such a great time with you. Obviously you're my sister sign because I'm a Sagittarius, and obviously you're a fire sign. So Aries, the ram, which is a cardinal fire sign, symbolized by the horns and is ruled by the planet of Mars. Now Mars is a very masculine energy obviously as well, so you guys are just full of fire and passion and masculinity. So I'm just going to, first of all, I'm going to bless my cards, and then I'll just talk to you guys a little bit about you guys, really. So let's just get into it. So dear angels, saints and spirits from the divine white light, please bless my cards and give me clear insight for the beautiful Aries for the year ahead, for their solar and lunar return. Okay, so the positive traits. So you're pioneering, you're bold, you're very independent, so direct, I love it. You're decisive, you take initiative, which is all about the cardinal as well. So cardinal is taking initiative, you're the first of the zodiac sign as well, and you love your freedom. So some of the negative traits, you can be a little bit selfish, impulsive, but I don't see that as a bad thing. You can be aggressive, impatient, and want everything now. Probably yesterday, actually, is more the feeling that I get with with that. But that's not a bad thing. You're a go-getter, and I love that. You don't procrastinate. You just have that fire and that get up and go, which I absolutely adore about you guys. And the most thing that I absolutely love is your confidence. Even if you're wrong, you're still confident. And I just love that about you guys. So confident. You've got it in spades. All right. So I absolutely love that about you guys. So let's start. These ones flipped out, so we're going to start popping these out. So yeah, I really, like I said, I have an absolute affinity with you guys, and being the first sign of the zodiac, you just really get in there and you don't really care what other people think about you. So you're very assertive as well. So not just aggressive. I think aggressive might be one of the shadow sides, but if you actually are grounded, you can turn that aggression into being assertive. You have urgency, you can be a little bit self-centered, and it's the me, myself, and I. But again, your mantra is I am. So it is all about you. So that's not a bad thing either. So I really don't find that a bad trait at all. So Aries relates to the first house. So the first house is relating to affairs such as physical appearance, personal traits, general outlook, and first impressions. So that's what all the first house relates to, and that's what you guys are all about all day, every day. So like I said, it's not a bad thing. I find it refreshing anyway. And like I said, I've been feeling very heavy, and with all these other elements that has been going on, and it's really nice to have some fire back in the chart as well. And yeah, so we're going to be, first of all, so we'll just have a look at the spread that we've got out here. So the way I'm going to be doing it, it's each card is going to represent a month, and we're going to start the month off in April. So it's going to be April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Okay, so we're going to start off. So it looks like you had a little bit of romance coming into your life, and that actually makes a lot of sense. So anytime we do have a solar return or anything like that, or a lunar return, when it's basically our birthday, round about our birthday time, people are more attracted to you. So you might have been picking up on some romance. Some people would definitely be attracted to you, because like I said, you're that flame, you're that spark. People are naturally drawn to that energy that you have about you. So you probably would have been experiencing that. So in May, what I'm seeing, celebration. So these are really, really positive cards. So I can see that, yeah, you probably have something to celebrate about. So in May, who knows, it could be something to do with work. It could be work related. You might be celebrating some accomplishments that you've done. You might just be getting invited out to lots of other celebrations as well. So June, April, May, June, yep, we've got power. Okay, so this, as what I'm being drawn to as well, it's that being able to harness your power and to be able to harness that power and to use it to your own advantage. So you're very powerful. Being a fire sign, you really need to be able to harness that beautiful fire energy. And so also things that would also help you in doing that, I did actually have some stones out here as well to help you tap into your power as well. So the crystals that are really good for you is the carnelian. So that's this stone, and this actually helps you with protection and support and of new beginnings. And we've also, I don't have a bloodstone, but bloodstone is very good as well because that clears away any negative energy. And this one is a fire agate. Now this one's actually a really, really good one for you. I've been doing a little bit of research into the fire agate, and it's all about Aries, really. It's ruled by Mars. The animal spirit of that is a salamander as well. So salamander in the tarot, apparently they can go through fire as well. But also it governs change, will, radiance, passion, activity, and courage. And because it's an agate, it actually is a slower vibration, so it actually helps you ground. So that would help you with that month. So to harness your power and to make sure that you're grounded. So that's what I'm seeing for June. So July, study. So this, you might be called to start going back to school. You might be considering that. It might just be something that you're researching. So something is going to come to the focus in July that is going to make you want to study a little bit more and will pique your interest with that. So that might be something that you might be looking at in the longer term as well. In August, we've got self-acceptance. So this is something, obviously you guys I don't think have a problem with self-acceptance. You're very self-accepting. It might just be maybe other people might not be as accepting of yourself, and that might be having an influence on you in August. In September, we've got nature. So this is actually telling you to get back out into nature, probably to get more grounded as well. So with fire signs, we do, need to be grounded quite regularly. And that's all that is telling you in September, that you need to get out in nature. And Aries are outdoorsy. They love being outdoors. They love doing things like that. Unfortunately, here in the southern hemisphere, it is winter. But still, it won't stop you from getting out and about. September, October, we've got balance. So this is something to do. I'm feeling it's going to be more of an internal balance. It could be to do with the feminine and masculine energies that you have. Could have to do with the shadow and the light. That's what I'm really getting drawn towards there. Either or, it doesn't matter. It is the same. It's the different sides of the same coin. So it is being able to bring that into balance and harmony so that you can be able to move forward. So maybe something is out of kilter, you're feeling not so grounded, you're trying to get grounded, and you need to make sure that you are bringing back that balance into your life. Then so that's October, November, children. Okay, so this might have to do with your own children. It could have to do with somebody else's children. There might be, what I'm seeing as well, that you either might be falling pregnant, you could be having your own child. There might be a very significant pregnancy that is coming into your life. It might not be necessarily you, it might be somebody that's close to you, like a brother or a sister or something like that, that might find out that they're actually pregnant, and, or they could be birthing a child. So that's what I'm really feeling with that, which is a great thing. So that's November. December, so we've got truth and integrity. So I know you guys are very similar to Sagittarius as well. You are about the truth and integrity. You're also very intuitive as well. And you can tell when somebody is lying to you. So this is what is just highlighting, making sure that you're using your instincts, you're using your intuition to be able to detect if people are standing in their truth and integrity, but also it is saying that you also need to stand in your own truth and integrity as well in December. So that might be playing a part of that. So in January, we've got playfulness. So this is, and of course, we're going to be in summer as well in that time period in the southern hemisphere. So this is a great time to get out and just not worry and not take things so seriously and going out and having fun. This is really having fun with other people. Also picking up a very flirtatious vibe as well. So don't take things so seriously, and to be able to use playfulness and flirting. In February, body care is coming to the forefront here. So you might be overdoing it with the playfulness and maybe your guides and higher self is actually telling you that, you need to slow down a little bit and you need to look after yourself. So make sure that you're getting enough sleep, you're getting enough rest, that you're having enough water, that you're eating well, and that you've got a good exercise routine. That's the other thing too that I find with all fire signs, that when you start getting frustrated, it is meaning that you're not using your energy, you're not expending your energy properly. So that's why when you do feel frustrated, going out and doing things, because we're very action orientated, actually helps us burn off that extra energy, and so we don't feel so frustrated. It's also a really good way of grounding as well, which is beautiful. And then for March, we've got harmony. So this, what I'm really seeing with that harmony, it looks like she's like playing like a violin as well. So it could have to do with something to do with music as well. So also to do with the balance, making sure that everything is in balance and in harmony, but also what I'm feeling is music as well. So music soothes the soul. So that is something what else I am picking up on that. So that's really good. Now I'm going to do some further clarification on these month cards with some tarot. So I'm just going to lay some tarot over it just to give it a little bit more depth and layer to it. But overall, I can see that it's going to be a very positive year for you guys, which is fantastic. I know you guys have had a bit of a rough trot, as everybody kind of has. So with the romance, this is perfect. You've got the 10 of Pentacles. So this is something that it could very well have a long-lasting effect, and it's something that is going to bring in abundance. So take note this month of people that are coming in and showing an interest in you. So sometimes with fire signs, we're not too good at taking notice of other people and seeing that, we might actually be getting a bit of interest directed our way and we're just not seeing it. But there is something very positive coming in with the 10 of Pentacles there. So I'm just going to flip out this one, celebration. So this is something to do with a new beginning, the Fool. Now, I've always seen the Fool as the Aries card, so it's not. It's actually the Emperor. But I've always seen it because you just got that abandon, that I wanted to say gay abundance, but anyway, like you just don't care. You'll take that leap of faith and you'll go off and don't care what the consequences are. So that is very Aries to me anyway. So it could something to do with a new beginning. The celebration might have to do with something that's a new beginning, which is really great. Now the Power card. Now this one we have the Eight of Swords. Now this is overthinking, being stuck in your mind, which isn't very much like Aries. I mean, it kind of is, I guess. But yeah, you're going into the air element. It's intellectual. It's been stuck in a negative loop. And that's why I really felt like I was drawn to these crystals as well, because this one, especially the carnelian, helps with negative emotions. So that's why I was really being drawn to that crystal. So this will help ground you and try to get out of that negative loop that you're going to be probably feeling in this month with that, especially with the power, and maybe thinking or feeling that you don't have that power, and that is why you're getting stuck in your head. But if you just look inside, drop down into your heart space. Also, the other really good thing as well, which I forgot to mention as well, is you're actually governed by the root chakra. So that is the first chakra, and that is grounding. So look up a little bit more about root chakras if you need to find out a little bit more information about that. And that will actually help you get out of your head, because once you're grounded, you will drop more into your body and get out of this negative loop cycle, that thought pattern. So, and then you will be able to use your power more effectively. So with the next card, we've got the Study and we've got the World, which is just beautiful. So this is completion. So you might actually be completing some kind of study. So it could be the completion, or it might be something that you've just gone, oh, I'm not too, I know so much about this certain topic. There's just a few things I really want to be able to tie up. And maybe that's why that's calling you to study and just to tie up those final ends with that. So that's what I'm getting with that. So it's a completion of a cycle, which is just fabulous. Okay, the self-acceptance. Wow, I just love tarot. So this one is the Nine of Wands. So this is that defensive energy. So obviously people around you aren't being accepting of you. All right, and usually you don't care about that. So there is something that's going on in this month, and you're having a very defensive energy about it. And it looks like, yes, you've been through the wars with something. It's actually giving you a headache. So I'm actually feeling whatever was happening in this month is still going to be affecting and maybe coming back up again in this month, okay, with the self-acceptance and feeling like you're done. What I'm really feeling as well is that you really need to just take time out. Take time, be by yourself, go out camping, do something like that just on your own. Obviously do it safely. Just take some time out for yourself and try not to worry about other people, which you don't usually do. So anyway, and I mean that in the nicest way. Like I said, I absolutely adore you guys. So the next one, we've got nature. And so that's what I'm also seeing with this, the self-acceptance, is going out in nature as well. This will help heal you and maybe pull down some of those boundaries as well, because I really see that whatever's happening, what's going on here is having an effect here, and it's really putting your boundaries up. So again, step out in nature, that's what that is telling you. And this is the Page of Pentacles. So this is, again, that's something that else is coming in. So maybe you need to direct your focus somewhere else. And obviously Pentacles is something more solid, so it could be to do with your career, might have to do with the study. Maybe that's what that is telling you as well, to focus on other things other than what might be going on in the previous month, and look at what's more tangible, you might be having opportunities coming to you as well. And when you take time out in nature, you will be able to focus on positive opportunities and not the negative aspects of it. Again, try to ground yourself. That is what I'm really, really feeling with this as well. So balance. So we've got the Five of Swords, okay? So this is winning the battle but losing the war. So this, I can see there is something that's happening again. So people, as you can see, they've dropped their swords. They're walking away. You're sitting there going, aha, I've got these two swords, whatever. Like, you know, I've won the battle. And you guys are all about the battle as well, as you can see with the Aries card. Energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading, impulsive action is likely. So, and with that sword as well, and that's why I'm really being drawn to it. You are the crusaders. You love going into battle and you love fighting, which isn't a bad thing if it's for a good cause. So that's what I think that is something that you need to make sure that you're bringing balance into this situation, and making sure that you are taking other people's perspectives into it, okay, and not just your own. All right, so make sure that you're taking a balanced approach to this, whatever it may be. Again, it's intellectual. It could be just fights with family, friends, co-workers, something like that. Somebody is annoying you though, and you really want to get it over them. But again, remember that you might just win the battle but lose the war. So make sure that you're using balance in this situation. That's what I'm feeling. Oh my gosh, with children. Okay, we've got the Ace of Wands. So a new beginning. And also Ace of Wands is obviously it's our suit as well. So it's the passion. But also in the Rider-Waite, it is quite a phallic symbol as well. So it really is telling me, I don't really feel, sometimes with the children card, I feel like it might be your inner child. You need to do some inner work. That's not what I'm feeling with this. I really do feel like it's actually children coming in. So be careful if you don't want to have kids. Make sure that you're, you know, using protection, whatever. But yes, like I said, I really do feel like there is a new beginning coming in there, and it's a passionate new beginning, maybe something to do with this at the start of the year as well. Yeah, so again, it might not be you, it might be, you know, family member, you know, you might be becoming an aunt or uncle or a grandfather or a grandmother or something like that. But I do definitely see children are definitely on the horizon with that, and that was just further clarification with that. Now, with this, the truth and integrity, we have the Nine of Swords. Now, this is that overthinking, overthinking, stinking thinking. So this is keeping you up at night. There is something that's going on. Again, because it's touching this one as well, I think you might have to look back at what happened to you in this month and in this month. I think this is still going to be something that is playing out, very much so. But make sure, and now with this one, yes, hold other people accountable to truth and integrity, but also make sure that you are standing in truth and integrity as well. Okay, that is what I'm really feeling with this. Okay, and also with this one, the balance. So I'm really feeling that, yeah, these cards have got to do with each other. Okay, so again, try to get out of that mindset. Make sure that you have that you are doing the right thing. As long as you're doing the right thing, you know, you've got a clear conscience, okay? And there shouldn't be anything that really is keeping you up at night, as long as you have used balance in the situation, and that you are being self-accepting, but also accepting of other people as well. Sometimes you just got to realize that some people won't change, and it's not your job to change people either. You can only change yourself. So I think that is something that you really need to take into consideration, and also, again, try and ground yourself however you see or how it works for you, whether that's through exercise or getting out in nature or doing some root chakra work or something like that. The next one, so playfulness, we've actually got the Five of Pentacles. So this is being left out in the cold. So I still feel that this energy is coming across here. It is someone's hurt you, okay? Someone's hurt you, and I really feel like, yeah, you're feeling very left out in the cold. With this card though, it says that there is help available, okay? So if you just go and ask for help, all right? So obviously, Aries are very prideful, and you don't have to ask for help, but maybe just ask to go and hang out with some people, you know, some people that you haven't seen for a while, and get into that playful energy, because that will help you get out of this rut that you're feeling that you're left out in the cold, okay? So maybe you need to seek out other people and do some fun activities with them. That's what I'm really seeing for that month. Okay, now the body care one, we've got the Nine of Cups. Now the Nine of Cups, what I'm seeing with this, I think somebody's overindulging a little bit too much, because usually the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfilled. You're happy, you know, but also it can be the drinking card. So maybe you've just been drinking a bit too much alcohol. You've been, you know, just indulging a bit too much. And that is what your guides are really telling you. You might need to, again, what this energy is as well, might be actually maybe pushing you to drink or indulge in other activities a bit too much. So it is actually telling you to take stock and look after your body. And then, this is beautiful actually, you've got the Six of Wands. So you are going to be victorious, and that is going to bring that harmony into your life. So as long as you can try and get through these ones, okay, so it does look like these 3 months might be a little bit challenging for you. However, you will get through it and you will be victorious, okay? Just believe in yourself, and I know that you guys do, 100%. And the underlying energy is the Queen of Wands, which is our suit as well. So that is a beautiful, powerful energy. Yes, it is a feminine energy, but I'm also seeing, because this is such a masculine side, that I'm being drawn to this, that maybe you might need to step into a bit more of your feminine energy as well, to resolve these kind of issues, and to make sure that you're using your masculine and feminine energy in unison, so that you can obtain this balance and harmony that we all need in our lives, and to do with everyone else as well. So we're going to pull out some advice from what the universe has. So what our overall kind of energy is going to be for you guys for the next 12 months. Overall, it's looking pretty good though. I think anything, it really is just getting stuck in your mind. And again, it's a perspective. All you might need to do is change your perspective on things. Like I said, you can't change anyone else, but you can change your own perspective. Oh, you've got 2 cards. All right, okay, so we've got fear. So again, with this card, what I'm seeing, it's very similar to this, okay? So with the birds being in there, it's a lot of air energy. That's what I'm seeing. So it's something that is holding you down, okay? And is having that fear of something as well, and being caged as well. So that's what I'm being drawn to with this. So it's a very intellectual fear, but as you can see, there is this light here, okay? So, and I really feel like, yeah, again, even with this card as well, it's being stuck in your head, and the same advice will go to what I just said, is to be able to get out of your head, drop into your body, and use that power that you have there, okay? So that's what I'm seeing with that card. So there is something that you are a bit fearful about, but you need to understand that that is just your thinking mind. Again, you probably just need to change your perspective on things. And the other card that came out with that one is to release. So this is really, really important. So to be able to release that fear, so that's what I'm really feeling with that. So don't hang on to it, okay? Easier said than done though. And like I said, there are a few different ways that you can try and do that, okay? Always confronting your fear is always the best way, especially with fire signs too. We don't like backing down. We don't like doing anything like that. We like to confront things head on. And then just release it and let it go. Don't hang on to it. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a card for you from the Lover's Oracle and just see what love advice that we have for you. So the card that I got is Sacred Union. So honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Now this might have to do with obviously somebody that you might meet. They might sweep you off your feet, and that you guys are coming into a sacred union. It could also mean the sacred union between the divine masculine and the divine feminine within yourself. Either or, that's what I'm really reading from that card. So with that, I hope you have an amazing year. Happy birthday again. Wishing you lots of love and wishes. Again, make as many wishes as you possibly can. And just remember that you are a star, so let your light shine bright. And as always, love and light.